We are live here on youtube.com/the Edward Fowler Show on this June 10th, 2021. It's just gone 7 p.m. here in the UK. It's just gone 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. We're joined today. I will introduce my guest in a moment. We may have to configure how he looks on the screen, which I apologize for. But we're joined by a great singer, a songwriter, slash maybe even music artist. A great person from the genre of gospel music. He was on the latest season or series, we're going to say, of the American Idol, which of course is not shown here in the UK, unfortunately, but I have seen clips and videos from the latest season of American Idol, which of course is on ABC, hosted by, I believe, hopefully he's not retired, was Ryan Seacrest. I hope he was the host of that series. Of course, one of the judges of that show is Lionel Richie, who gave my guest plenty of pointers and critiques and advice on how to get better as a future music star in the world. I hope I pronounced your second name correctly. His name is Deshawn Goncalves. How are you doing? I am doing very well indeed. I'm just going to find you on my screen so everyone can see you, if they can. Let me just... There we go. That was easy. Okay, so welcome to the show, and I hope you're doing very well. There's a quick question. Would you like the link to show on your end of this video?
Absolutely.
Do you want me to send to you on via Skype or on email?
Email's fine.
Will do. About that. But tell us about then. How did you get interested in watching American Idol? I know you watched it as you've grown up. You've been a big fan of it all your life, I guess. So what made you then to apply to be on the show?
Well, so I had always had aspirations to be a performer and to sing. So American Idol was that show that I remember watching as a child. Be like, oh, wow, I really want to be on that stage. So the whole family would get together. We would watch the show. And then as far as when I became interested on getting the show, a producer actually sent me a message via Instagram after seeing one of my performances, and she asked me to come out and audition, and I did pretty well there, and here we are.
Indeed, here you are today. And what were some of the when you got told that you made it into the show? Because I know you had to post a video to them. They then shortlist the best people who they thought would be great TV. You then got invited down to the studio to audition. After you auditioned and found out you actually made the next round, what was going through your mind?
Man, I was super excited. I was a bit anxious. I was ready to get through the process and to just really dive in and get it done, I was just really excited, and it really felt good because it felt like my hard work was finally paying off. Because granted, I had been working on my talent to develop to get to this level for many years, so it just felt good to see that I was being recognized for that.
Cool to hear. Yeah. So when you were on the show, did you get to, let's say, interact with the other stars, the other contestants, and of course the other judges when you weren't on the stage with them? Or did you only interact with the judges when you were only on the stage?
Absolutely. They become just like a second family, honestly. The contestants, the judges, everyone in Idol, we're all just a big family. So I was just talking to a few people today, actually. I talk to them pretty often.
Oh, is that regarding the judges? Is it or everybody, including the contestants as well?
No, not them. Not them as much, of course, but the contestants, yes.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. I'm glad you made some great friends on the show. Did you think you make it that you made it as far as you did onto the show?
Absolutely. You have to believe in yourself. Of course, I believe that I was going to get to where I got. I just had trust in it. I had trust in myself and in the process, most of all. I had to trust in the process.
Well, that's good because you did very well, and I was reading through the YouTube comments which came through on the video on your last time on the show, where you gave a great song. And the people in the comments, I don't know if you saw them or not, but a lot of people were saying that you should have made it into the next round, or you should have lasted another week, kind of thing. People were very sad that you left the show too soon before you should have left. Do you feel the same? Do you feel that you left too early, or you felt that it was the right time to leave when you did, when it was the right time that you were voted out?
I feel that God has a plan, and God is in control, and He knows exactly what He's doing. So I was not upset that I got eliminated when I did. It's just how it played out, and great things are going to continue to happen. So yeah, that's where I stand on that. I'm not upset. I would never be upset because of that. I know that I did very well. I put my best foot forward.
Yeah, absolutely. What can we then expect then after? Because you say you appeared on American Idol. You, can we see you appear on other talent shows, other singing contests in the future, or are you gonna go straight into other projects?
I'm actually working on a few projects now. Actually, I'm working on an EP that'll be released soon. Working with a lot of great people on that. So that's been my main focus after being on the show. Getting my product together, what I can offer the world.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So you say, of course, you're working on this new project. Then, so where did you get the ideas and ideas for your lyrics, the turn of the song? Then, and when do you expect it may come out? Then, as well.
So about like with my creative process, usually when I write and when I'm creating music, I'm writing from experience. So whatever I'm writing about, it's something that I've been through, something that I've witnessed, or it's about some place that I would like to be in the future. So when I'm writing, it's literally about me, my life, and who I am.
Okay. So when you write about your life and about your experience, because I know you've mentioned in other interviews and other public forums of your childhood and the way you were brought up and such, and a struggle you had. Do you plan to maybe mention those kind of things in your music going forward?
Absolutely. I'm all about inspiration, and I know that I have a very inspiring story. So I feel that it's my duty to share that with the world and let people know that they are able to accomplish anything that they put their minds to. And that's kind of been my testimony. It's just a part of who I am. So I have no choice but to, incorporate that.
Yeah, I agree there. Don't blame you for that. What is your motivation nowadays? Because I know your father is now, I believe, out of jail. He's now, of course,
he's doing very well.
He's changed himself. And what lessons do you think he's taught you then after coming back into your life?
Perseverance. He taught me how to be resilient and to just get up from anything that knocks you down. Just looking at his life story and my life story, I mean, that's been the narrative for a while. When challenges arise, that you have to get back up and keep pushing. So I think that may have been one of the main takeaways from him.
Yeah, don't blame you. That good advice, actually, I have to say, because because we all need some of that in our life. A lot of keep you on your feet, to give you some good advice to when someone knocks you down, get back up. Don't let nobody say no to you. Keep pursuing and keep asking until you get that answer you're looking for, kind of thing as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Not just asking, but asking and then working towards it, and not stopping. That's what it's really about. A lot of people give up before they might be in the middle of the process. They may have this idea, this dream that they want to achieve or whatever. But then in the middle is where you have all of these things that are going to transpire, that are going to test how much you really want that. And then it's going to happen. Then a lot of people drop out in that middle area, I believe, and then they just stop and they quit, and they're stagnant for the rest of their lives because they quit. But I believe that the successful people are the people who continuously move through that middle area to get to where they're trying to go. So that's just something that I live by.
That is good advice and a good way to look at things, isn't it? Imperceptive, I think, as well. So, so means
Mhm.
who would be your target audience? Because I know you, like you said, mentioned about, inspiring people. I know you open to inspire people around our age group, or younger people, or even maybe even other adults in the population.
Mhm. You're asking what is my target audience?
Yeah, like who are you trying to target with your new project that's coming out in the next few months?
So when creating, my goal is to be very broad and for my music to be very universal. I don't want to just appeal to just one crowd. I want for my music to be played everywhere on the radio and people's movies, all of that.
Yeah,
So there is just one target audience. I want it to be for everyone.
that's good. That's good to hear. Um, could we ever see, maybe in the future, when we hear how the judges of American Idol hear your new music and fall in love with it, like the rest of us here on YouTube, on ABC, and of course in the US, fell in love with the music you produced during the rounds you were in. Um, could we ever see any collabs between, for example, yourself and Lionel Richie? I could feel the chemistry between you and Lionel Richie more than the other
Hmm.
two other judges on the panel. I know I keep bringing him out of that show, but I mean,
He's a
I,
great
I
guy.
I could just see you two connecting and performing a great duet or something on an album or something of yours. I can just see it
That would be
happen.
amazing. I would just simply like to share the stage with him. That would be amazing. You know,
He just
I can definitely
lights
see
up
that
any
happening in the
stage, doesn't
future.
he?
Yeah, yes, he's an amazing performer. He's done it all. I mean, he's been places that I'm trying to go. So, getting all that advice from him, which is truly monumental in my eyes, is dope.
I could say because when he was giving you the advice, you were listening very closely. You then went, I'm guessing, went
Absolutely.
back home or back in the studio, went over your performances and found ways to improve from the previous performance, which we all saw on national TV. As I can't remember the lady, the judge in the middle between Lionel Richie and the other guy, but she said that she could tell the difference from the week before to the following week. And even I saw that as well from when looking through the videos you produced. So, means how are you gonna keep doing that? Because I'm guessing as well one of the big audiences you've performed in this year because of the social distancing, of course. I won't say one of the biggest, but a good amount of people were there present, as I could see with all the people wearing the masks and such as well in the audience. But I felt a bit nervous for you as well, I guess, to not only just produce some great tunes, which may took maybe even a week or less to come up with or redo, and
Well,
then
throughout
to
the
to present
whole,
them in front of people as well.
yeah, so throughout the entire idol process, I decided to challenge myself every chance that I got. Because with me challenging myself, I grew from that. Granted, I had all the ability to do everything that I did on stage, but that was me branching out and doing something different than I usually would do. So that was my approach with that. I think it paid off pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it paid off very well, and it got you more eyes, got you more exposure on a big stage. Because I know a lot of people watch
Hmm.
American Idol, and hopefully one day you may go back on there as a surprise, just to return to the show. Um,
Or maybe as a judge,
yeah,
a couple of
there you
decades down the
go.
line.
There you
You
go.
never
That'd
know.
be cool to see you do that. I bet
Yeah.
that'd be another dream for you to accomplish because I know you're a big fan of the show and I'm sure you will continue watching it for years to come as well. But I mean, like you mentioned about going places, though. So whereabouts? So what is your aspirations slash goals of what you want to accomplish over the next few months to the next year or so?
Touring, traveling, meeting new people, growing, learning more about myself, and about life in general. I'm very big on growth and just being better than I was yesterday. That's who I am. So throughout the next couple months, I want to be really focusing on that, creating and touching as many people as I can.
Yeah, yeah. We may as well just let people know that apparently YouTube is down as well. Apparently, right now. What I got is the 10th of June, and apparently YouTube is down. That explains. Okay, that explains
Oh,
that why we're not actually live on YouTube. But don't worry, I am also recording this, so just in case
okay.
I started recording about 4 minutes into the show because I went to YouTube after showing you the link, because usually I go on it and I can see it live kind of thing, and it was saying that it's not live. So I'm thinking, okay, I will start recording. So either way, I got a backup plan. So I may have to re-release this as a premiere, but it will come out. So don't worry about
Yeah.
that.
Perfect.
So I apologize. This has never
Always a
happened
good
before,
time.
ever, in my over, I think, 100 videos I've done live over the past 2 years. So I apologize
Really?
to you about that.
No, it's okay. It happens.
It does happen, yeah. It's out of my control, unfortunately. But carry on, though, because I want to know as well, have you broken anything over the past 12 months? I'm only asking this because earlier this week, I broke I broke a cup, or a mug, we want to call it, quite smashing it completely into millions and millions of pieces of glass all around my
That's
kitchen
unfortunate.
area. Because what happened was I kind of rinsed my cup and then I put it down on the what's the word, on the mantelpiece or something you want to call it, to go into the fridge, and I caught my thumb as I was pulling away, and I caught it with my thumb and it went over the floor. Have you
Oh
recently
wow.
broken anything in your house or
I recently broken
yeah?
anything?
Just
I have
curious.
not. I've been pretty
You're
careful.
pretty
I haven't
careful.
broken anything.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I haven't broken anything.
That's good to hear. So
Yeah.
whereabouts are you? Are you in Ohio right now, or are you still in California?
I know I'm actually back in Ohio.
Okay.
Hmm.
And again, I don't really know many people from Ohio. Is the weather good there today, or is it quite rainy? Or
Yeah, it's actually quite sunny out. It feels really good outside right
that's
now.
good to hear. That's what
Yeah.
we want. I bet it feels a bit like California than to you today in good old Ohio.
Yeah, I got used to being out there, so this weather here back in
Yeah,
Ohio feels wonderful, if you ask me.
in the Buckeye area, isn't it? Ohio,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Buckeye Nation.
Do you support any sports teams in Ohio, or
I'm actually not a big sports fan, but I do support Ohio State. Yeah.
of course
Um,
you would be a fool not to, wouldn't you?
right. Yeah. Man, they're a great team, great school, wonderful school, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, because I believe you were either attending university, aren't you, or you were attending university.
Yeah, not Ohio State University, but I attend Jackson State University in Jackson,
Yeah,
Mississippi.
yeah. Are you still there
Yeah.
now, or have you graduated from there now?
Oh no, I'm still there. I'll be a senior, no, a junior in the
Oh,
fall
okay.
this upcoming semester.
Nice, nice. I'm glad we got you in the in the good time before you have to go back to concentrate on your studies and whatnot. So, but tell our viewers, maybe people may not know this, but what are you, if you're allowed to say, of course, what are you studying in university?
I am studying music, performance, and technology.
Ah, nice, nice.
What I do, yeah.
That's good. I bet when you go back this fall, I bet we will recognize you. I want to take pictures and
Yeah.
autographs after probably seeing you on American Idol. You might be the big celeb now in town.
Yeah, that might be the case.
What will
I'm not
you?
mad at
How
it.
will you try
It's kind
and
of cool.
walk around the place, without being a bit recognizable? Because again, not everybody else,
Huh?
not everyone likes the pressure or wants to be be interrupted every 5 seconds or whatnot. So how will you try and cope with that if that happens, of course?
It happens, and I'm not mad at it. I think it's kind of cool, that people want to talk to me and just pick my brain and ask me what I'm about and ask me for advice. I haven't had any crazy experiences with that yet, with being recognized, but I'm sure they're going to come as time goes on. But I think it's kind of cool.
That's good to hear because I know, because again, as I mentioned there, a lot of people do like it, like the attention, like to speak with other people, like to speak with their fans, obviously. And you get some people who you may see who is nice on TV, but then in person they're not as nice or want their personal space. So, it's not everyone's cup of tea, obviously, but some people don't understand what they've gotten them into or got themselves into when they come, a popular person on TV. Or around the world in other means like social media and whatnot nowadays. But I'm sure you will get a lot of attention in a good way. And I'm sure people will be excited to be a part of your life in the fall. What cities would you like to perform in front of in the future? And of course, when things can open back up and when you decide to go on tour when you can.
I would love to go to Europe and sing in Europe. That's definitely on my list. Um, I feel like to sing in Paris, maybe at the Eiffel Tower. I've already been. I think that would be really cool. Um, Maybe Madison Square
Oh
Garden.
yeah.
There's some places that are on my list. I actually performed at the Apollo Theater
Yes.
when I was back in high school, which was one of my big stages that I wanted to get on and perform. And I actually won a competition there
Wow.
twice. Um, so that was one of my places that I, set out to perform at, and I did that. So I'm sure that the rest are going to follow in due time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know the amount, and I know the, I know you performed the Apollo a few times. That's why the Apollo. Um, what was did you what was that the biggest amount of people you got to perform in front of, or was it about the same
Um,
as the people who were in the American Idol audience, or about the same, or maybe a bit more?
well, no, at that point, before I got to the Apollo, I had already been performing for
Yeah.
years. So I would perform at all types of events throughout the city, whether it was at my school. Went to a pretty big high school. So I believe that the Apollo Theater seats about 3,000
Oh,
people.
nice.
And I think my high school auditorium may have been around that same number. So I had been pretty acclimated to performing in front of large
Yeah.
crowds and stuff like that already. So it wasn't much of a shock. It was just really just getting out there and
Oh,
executing.
that's good because I know because when you perform in front of like a smaller people and then you get this big opportunity to be a part of the Apollo and then you have a lot more people who go to there and you might get a bit nervous and whatnot. But I mean, did you
Hmm.
do you get nerves anymore or are you quite used to now performing in front of people?
Absolutely. I absolutely still get nerves. I'm human. I may seem calm and collected on stage, but a lot goes into what I do on stage. Like there's so much preparation. I'm a thinker. I can be very quiet at times. So I'm usually thinking, okay, what could go wrong? How can I avoid this? How can I avoid something going wrong for my performance and everything? So, of course, I still get nervous, but it's about knocking those nerves out of the park and just doing what you do when you get on the stage. That's my outlook on it. And usually my nerves will dismantle once I get out there and start doing what I do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, how do
Hmm.
you trying to let's see, cope with the nerves and try and keep it on a kind of down low that it doesn't overcome you when you get on the stage where people can see, oh yes, we can see that you are got stage fright, for instance, because we don't, to our knowledge, you may have it. You don't show it, which is a good thing. But I mean, how do you try and keep it under control? With trying not to let people know you are, if you do have
I
stage
just have to
fright, kind of
breathe,
thing.
have to breathe, and I have to tell myself to trust myself and trust the work that I've gotten and that I've put in to get to that point before I got on stage. It's all about trust. Trust yourself. You know that you've done what you can do, and you get out there and just show everybody. You've already done it 1,000 times in rehearsal. You
Indeed,
just get out there and do it.
indeed.
So I just hold myself to those type of things and just know that I've gotten through countless of other performances without any error, well, that anyone else recognized. You can mess up with the performance and the crowd won't know unless you show it. So just really just knowing that I've gotten through all of those performances and why won't I get through this one?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I keep myself calm.
Yeah. Well, did you have to help with that as well? Did you have to hire a specialist to help you to remain calm and to help you prepare for shows, or did it just come naturally to you of knew how to prepare to perform?
No, that's just something that just came natural. Of course, when I first started to perform, I would be terribly nervous before I had to sing for something, and I would just have to talk to myself. And it's been the same process throughout the years. Just get myself together. It's going to be okay, and just do it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, don't blame you for that. Just for to ask, because people might be asking, that might be wondering, like what tips or advice you may have to other people who may have stage fright and whatnot.
I would just tell them to believe in yourself and your abilities, because I mean that's the root of it all. You have to believe that you're going to do well, and prepare yourself. You can believe in something all that you want, but if you don't prepare yourself for what you're trying to do, you can't expect to really get too far in that. But to prepare, believe in themselves, and just do it. Don't think about it too hard. Just get out there, knock it out the park.
Yeah, knock it out of the park and do the best you can be, and see what impact you can make on many people.
Mm-hmm.
So after, of course, you appeared in American Idol and whatnot, what was the feedback like from your appearances and came through to the next round, so you were finally, unfortunately, were forced to leave the show after being knocked out? Then what's been the feedback like? I know it happened in May, wasn't it, when you last appeared on the show? What's been it like, and have you had it sunk in yet that you've been a part of a massive show, and that loads of people have now found you and like your music and now following you on your social medias and whatnot?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, so what the initial question?
No, it's fine. I think after you appeared on the show, what's been the feedback like to you after getting a massive amount of publicity now for yourself and for your brand and whatnot?
So as far as feedback, countless people have told me how much I've inspired them to keep moving, to just do better. And that has been the best thing for me. People will tell me that, yes, I'm a great singer, great performer, entertainer, but to know that I've touched people in a positive manner, really, it's just where it's at for me. That's why I'm doing it. I've gone into this thing with a purpose, and I think that people have really recognized that. And, I'm inspiring people to do better and be better. And that's amazing to me.
Yeah, I have to agree, because, you're only, 20, is it, 3 years older you are?
Yes, I'm 20 years old now.
And just look at how many other people around your age have made a great impact in 2021. I bet you there's not many people out there who have made a great impact as like yourself have.
Yeah, and it feels really good to have been chosen to be the person to deliver these things to the world. Sometimes I sit and wonder, why me? And I say that in a positive way, but I just recognize that I have all of these gifts, and it just feels good to be this person, to be able to do the things that I'm doing, and it just continuously just happens for me, and it's just wonderful. So blessed.
That's good to hear, and I hope we look forward to hearing more of your music and to hear what's next for you as well. I'm guessing when you start to upload great music now, it'll be available on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, and anywhere else people may listen to music too, I guess.
Yeah, everywhere. All major streaming platforms. It'll be everywhere.
That's good. Of course, speaking about your platforms as well, we'll be showing your social media links on and off the screen throughout the show so far. You can find my guest on Facebook, Deshawn G Music, on Twitter as well, and of course Instagram. He keeps it nice and sweet on all three platforms to keep it nice and together, unlike me, where I have different usernames on Twitter compared to Facebook and Instagram. Only because
I got to keep it all neat.
Yeah, you're lucky. You
Yeah.
can do that. I can't do that because, of course, I'm on Twitter. My name's too long to do my whole social media, so I got to have it a bit different on Twitter compared to Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, that sucks.
There you go. I hope one day they will extend it by one character. That's how many I got. One character short.
It's just one that you're off?
Yeah.
You just short one character?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah, because I want to have Edward Fowler show on Twitter as well, and then mine be all nice like yours, all nice together. But I don't know why they don't allow that. But I know it's a shame. But there we go.
My name is actually too long as well. Well, I had to shorten mine up from just my entire name, just put Deshawn G Music.
Interesting.
Very simple. Me. Music.
But now you're a bit more well known, so maybe you could actually contact Twitter, maybe get a petition going for us to try and
yeah, maybe I can.
Yeah,
they just might listen. We'll see.
You go. Yeah, because I think they follow you on Twitter. I think the Twitter verified people. So maybe send a DM saying, hey, can you create a new extend it by one letter for, because I know some people I know they want to have one letter more.
I'll send a message to the president.
Great, thank you.
We'll see how that. We'll see how that goes.
Yes, hopefully they will listen to you because they should listen to you because you're more verified. They will listen to you because you've been on TV. Most of them people who work at Trend have been on TV. You got a fan base. You've got what's the word I'm looking for? They can look at your profile and can see you're a real person compared to maybe myself, which may think, oh, this person's doesn't have much of a fan base just yet. He is real, but nothing compared to you, kind of thing. So there you go.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll actually be really interesting. I'm sure there's a lot of people with that same story. We need more space.
Yeah. I think we should start a petition for that. Actually, I think it's time for Twitter to change in 2021. They changed a few years ago when you could add more, where you could tweet more. I think it's time for add a bit more to a username. I think so. I think we should do that in 2021. Let's make it a great year. I think in June of 2021, 6 months into this year already, it's gone very fast. As well, over there in America, I know more things have gone back to normal now for you guys. So hopefully, it won't be too long before you can perform.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's been so long.
Have you got any dates or shows you are planning to maybe perform in this year?
Yeah, I'm actually planning a show that'll be here in a few months before the end of the summer.
Okay.
Which I'm really excited about. So that's something that I'm working on as well.
Cool.
And, some other dates that are scheduled later on in the year.
Got ya. Can you say maybe what cities they might be in, for these particular shows? Will you have any in Ohio, for instance?
Yeah, there'll definitely be some in Ohio. I can't tell you about all the other ones.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble.
Can't say yet.
That's fine.
I will let everybody know, of course, as soon as possible.
They'll be on your social media as soon as they are announced. We had on another singer back on, I can't remember what month it was. It was earlier this year. I didn't do too many people to remember who came on what month now. But he says that Facebook is for old people, so he doesn't use Facebook because it's for old people. So he quit using Facebook like 2 years ago. What platform do you prefer to use? Do you prefer all of them you use, or do you just prefer maybe, I don't know, Instagram more than Facebook or Twitter, for instance?
I prefer to use them all. They're tools.
Yeah.
You have to use them as tools to reach the people.
Yeah, that's very true, yeah.
You got to use them as tools. I do gravitate more towards Instagram because it's easier. It's more young, more fresh, whatever. But I think Facebook is kind of cool too. It's a different audience on there. But then Twitter is a different audience as well. So you got to use all of those things to get your message out.
Yeah, very true indeed. And of course we have tagged you on Instagram as well as Twitter as well. I know you've not been on Twitter since May, late May, officially tweeting. I know you've liked some things in the last 20 to 48 hours. Obviously, we have seen that, but I know you've not officially posted since May 28th, I believe. But I know you've been on Instagram because you posted a story earlier today. So I'm guessing you've seen our tags on the Instagram as well, and of course on Facebook as well.
I've just been super busy. That's all that is. Super busy working on material and projects. That's all.
Yeah. Takes a lot of time, doesn't it, to get everything together? And can we expect a music video as well on location or somewhere?
Absolutely. I'm actually going to film something on, what's that, tomorrow? Yeah, I'm actually filming tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Hopefully that goes well for you as well. It'll be great to see what we can expect. Because we love music videos. I know they've been quite hard to produce over the past year because of what's been going on in the world. But hopefully, are you thinking of doing it, maybe shooting some things in the outdoors, or are you going to be shooting stuff mostly inside, inside a recording studio?
A mixture of both. Yeah, it'll be a mixture of both.
Oh, okay.
The concept is pretty dope, so it'll be a lot of stuff.
Well, we look forward to seeing it. Where you decide to post it on, I look forward to seeing that and bring you back on to discuss what else you may be doing in the future as well. It'll be great to see. But also as well, there's more of this interview with Deshawn in just a moment. Just wanted to say as well that this is the last show of mine before my birthday, and for the first time in my 3 years doing this show, I'm actually going to be working on my birthday on this show. So, because my next guest, unfortunately, decided to say, yeah, he's free on my birthday. He does not know it's my birthday yet. I'm going to surprise that with him next week. It's Ryan Parmeter. Thank you so much, by the way, as well. Thank you. He's on my birthday at 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. on the East Coast. He's a former WWE wrestler. Will be joining my show next week. But thank you for the kind comments, by the way, Deshawn. Yes, I'll be officially. Cause I don't know. Have you had your birthday yet, or is your birthday coming up soon?
Yeah, it was on January 10th.
January
at the beginning of the year.
Wow, straight after Christmas. That's not. I feel sorry for people like yourself and people in November and December because it's quite unfair for you guys. But I mean, I'm quite lucky because every 6 months, basically, 6 and a few days, it's either my birthday or Christmas, kind of thing. So it's quite lucky in that aspect for me. I got like halfway in the year, but I do feel sorry for people who have it like near Christmas and whatnot. It's a bit unfair.
We just get a lot of presents around that time.
Yeah, that's the thing, because you might get all at once at Christmas or maybe a bit after Christmas, don't you?
Yeah, they just spread them out.
Yeah.
You get some on Christmas, you get some for your birthday.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. Well, oh well. But anyway, I will be. I've just turned my age here, but I'll be. I am going to be. Let's say about just over. Because you were born, you're 20 now. I'll be 22 next week, so I'm about 2 years older than you, just about maybe.
Yep. Not
too bad, but you've done more than I've done in my 20 odd years of being on this earth. So but there's many people in my age thinking, wow, I wish I could do something just like you. But you can. Easy peasy. All you have to do is just do a shoot video.
It's possible.
Apply to a talent show and be involved. And I do hope you get to meet Sam McCow.
You got to take risk as well.
Yeah.
You won't get anywhere being comfortable. Your comfort zone is what will take you out.
Yeah. There we go.
So I take pride in, being uncomfortable for a very long time. But within that, I'm learning. I'm growing in that. And, it's dope. It's priceless, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I do hope you maybe one day decide to go on to, I don't know, American's Got Talent, maybe even Britain's Got Talent. Show us what you can do in the UK or the US and get to meet Simon Cowell. Because he's the big top man. He can get you a record label anywhere.
Right. He's a great guy as well.
I bet he is. I don't know. Have you met him? Have you had a chance to meet Simon Cowell, or have you just heard great things about him?
No, I've never met him, but if I'm not mistaken, he's the founder of Idol.
Yeah.
He was one of the people who established American Idol. So I've heard many stories about him and his character, and he seems to be a really good guy.
Yeah, because I know, because he did start, I believe, American Idol, didn't he? And then, of course, the X Factor USA, I think there was that show over there for a moment, I believe, as well. Could be completely wrong about that. but I know he did American. I know he started that show officially. I know he did that. But has anybody been in contact with you about appearing on, some interesting reality TV shows after your appearance on American's Idol?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of offers and things like that when it comes to that stuff.
Ooh.
Can't say too much.
Ooh. I
But
wonder.
yeah, people definitely have reached out.
I wonder if one of those is maybe like Jeopardy or something like that. Like imagine seeing you on
That'll be
Jeopardy.
interesting.
That'd be great.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Jeopardy.
Because they showed that on Netflix over here. This is
Really?
Jeopardy. So we're going to see you on that show maybe one day, or even on Come On Down, your next contestant.
Right, the Price is Right.
Yeah, with Drew Carey on CBS. That'd be quite a cool concept to see on there as well. Because that show is wild. Believe me. I wish we were over here like that for the UK version. That's why it didn't last long over here for the UK version of The Price is Right, unfortunately. So let's talk about this. Who do you want to collab with, or to, do music videos with, and stuff like that?
Her is at the top of my list. I'm a big fan of her.
Nice. Why?
Yeah.
Why, if you don't mind me asking, why her? What inspired you or enticed you?
She's a true musician. I'm a true musician. I just find it wonderful that she incorporates the fact that she is a musician into what she does, and she's taking it mainstream, which I find amazing. Because I believe usually that a lot of musicians usually get overlooked. Like people who have that gift collectively, who can sing, play, people usually don't pay too much attention to that package deal. But for her to be doing what she's doing and to be talking about and singing about the things that she's, singing about is amazing as well. She has a message. She sings with purpose. So, yeah.
Can't blame you. Can't blame you for picking her at all. I do hope she's listening, because I hope she gets a chance to hear this bit, because it'd be great to see what her reaction will be, and to see if something can come from this as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be really nice. It
would be, and I think it'd be a very good song, and I think it'd get a lot of reaction and a lot of feedback in a good way. By the way, I don't want any sort of reaction to you. I want any positive reaction for yourself and for her as well. But it's be great. I think it'll make it onto the radio, but definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Just before we end it, I just want to know: is that a mirror behind you in your?
Yes, this is a mirror, and there's a clock up there. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, okay.
Let's get some decorations.
No.
Nice.
I was really curious, because I couldn't tell if that was a picture or a mirror on your wall. I saw, because I thought,
it's a mirror.
It looks interesting. So I thought I'll ask this question before we hang it up here, because I just thought, and to your left, I believe there's something like a scooter or something. I don't know.
Oh no, that's a mic stand.
Is that a mic stand? Is okay?
I usually record here. Yeah.
Looks like a scooter, like a scooter handle.
Oh no, this is just my well, I can't move it here, but this is my mic stand, my little studio set up here.
Nice. I just thought to ask, because people might say, "What's that over there?" So I thought I better put it in the open, and then if people ask, I can say, "Yes, it's this," or I can just say, "Go to this bit of the video, you can hear it for yourself." You'll be surprised by what people have in their background, ladies and gents. It's been great having Deshawn here on the show. I do hope you will come back on the show in the future. To tell us more about your song and other songs you may be releasing, other projects as well. But before we hang this up, though, I want to know, who would you maybe suggest me to have on the show next after you?
I don't know. Maybe you should call her my friend Alyssa Ray. She would love to be on your show. Give her a call.
Okay. Now you hear it.
Yeah.
We will contact her for definitely at some point after this show. We do apologize again how this show was meant to be broadcast live, but as I'm going to show here right now on my screen, this is what it should on YouTube. It says, waiting for Edward Fowler to begin this broadcast on June 10th, 2021 at 6:59 p.m. And as you know, it's not 6:59 p.m. now, it's 7:48 p.m. For some reason, I am live on YouTube. 48 minutes we've been live for, but unfortunately, it's saying on YouTube that we're not live when we are. So there's something gone wrong there. Not my fault, out of my control. But
Thank you so
hopefully,
much
though,
for having me.
we can have it fixed for the next time you come on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. You are wonderful. I love your platform.
Oh, thank you. I want to know because when I reached out to you, because there was a bit of a delay response, because I reached out to you, I think you responded I reached out to you back in, I think it was May, I could be wrong, and then you reached out like a few weeks later, didn't you? And I'm just curious to know what enticed you to come on my platform, because you're basically not much known really over here until now.
Right. Yeah, I think it's just really cool. You're based in the UK. I've seen what you've done with your other guests, and you speak to and all that. Just figured, why not?
yeah, why not indeed? Well, we appreciate it, and I do hope you enjoyed the rest of your Thursday afternoon and whatever you may be up to here, and we look forward to seeing your projects coming out very soon. And again, this video will come out later today. And I will email the new link to you for you to showcase. I will also link it on Facebook and Twitter as well to you, perfect, and tag you in them on Facebook and Twitter. And then, of course, on Instagram, I can't really do that because I don't have as many followers to link and tag. So I'm just going to post a clip with the link in to say, look at this clip on Instagram. Check out the full episode here and tag you in it that way. So we'll do that instead. But before you go, I just need to do something with you. But just before you go. But for everyone else watching on YouTube, thank you for watching this. Sorry about it, it's very late. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to like the video on YouTube. Share the video around to all your friends. Tell them all about Deshawn. Support him in all what he's doing now. And tell them that this is the first person from American Idol to appear on the Edward Fowler Show in 2021. As well, if you have any, suggestions or maybe some different questions you may want me to ask Deshawn for next time, then leave them in the comment section below. So means I can tell him next time we speak. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed our content, our conversation this evening, then make sure you do smash the subscribe button with notifications on, so you'll know if when I go live. We usually go live around 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UK time. Occasionally we go live a bit later on, but it depends with my guests. I'm flexible with my guests, as you know. Now, don't forget we're next live on my birthday, so you can join me and celebrate my birthday with my guest, Ryan, on the show. Then you can see a Ryan Palm Eater on the show next Friday. We do hope, though, that show will be live, though. If we want it live, I do love the more live interaction rather than the pre-recorded aspect. But anyway, from all of us here, from the Edward Fowler Show, enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening or afternoon.